All right, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the morning game here. And good Memorial Day morning uh, from here in Aston, Pennsylvania, at the Icebergs Arena. I would ask everybody. We are here for the fourth game of the Memorial Day tournament for the Ashburn Power Play Selects versus the that we've taken on Prospects Hockey. The only team that is undefeated in this division is the Ashburn Power Play Selects. So they have all but guaranteed their movement to the championship game this afternoon. Now, as we um, move forward, we are waiting for them to get started here. So what I'm going to ask is, just 1 second here. Just hang out for a second. They haven't even started warmups as they're waiting for the other team to come out. And we will be right back with you here on Red Sports Broadcasting in just a moment. So, ladies and gentlemen, here on Rud Sports Broadcasting, we want to take a moment to send off to the um, remembering that today is Memorial Day. As you can see on your screen there, I have brought up our Memorial Day remembrance. I just asked one today to honor the sacrifice of those that went before us, our heroes, our veterans that have gone before us. Express gratitude for the bravery and sacrifice of those who have died in service to their country and this nation. I remember the selfless service. You could say something to the fact that their courage and sacrifice should and will always be remembered. I hope that this Memorial Day finds everyone well and in taking the moment to remind us of the price of freedom and and inspire us to live with gratitude and compassion. And that's really what Rudd Sports Broadcasting is all about. Is um, the the giving back. I don't charge for this service when I do these games, as some other streaming services may for youth hockey. I do this free. Um, and that's a way for me to give back. But really, and that doesn't have much to do with Memorial Day specifically, but I just want everybody to know that it's about living with the gratitude um, and uh, remembering the price it pays for us to live in this great nation and the sacrifice made by so many that went before us. So take a moment of silence. We're going to pause for a moment here to remember those that have gone before us here on Rudd Sports Broadcasting. All right, ladies and gentlemen, and now here we go. It is not 9-1. It is 0-0 because we have not started this morning's game yet. But this morning's game will be the Ashburn Extreme versus Prospects hockey. I don't know where Prospects are out of. What I do know is that we are. Um, I just got to find. I don't have anything that says Prospects hockey on it, but give me a second and I will put something up here to identify the difference here between um, these two different. We're going to use this one here. So anyway, here we are. Ashburn coming into this. They are Sorry about that. I think I was on mute that entire time. All right. So testing out the camera. Ashburn going to be moving right to left for this first period as they are the home team. I should say it's more diagonal, but we will provide I'm trying to provide you guys the best view of this as I can. Again, like I said, not a great spot in this rink, and we've gotten stuck here now twice, but it is what it is. Ashburn getting their final instructions from their team captains there as they work together to get ready. And they are still the only thing we're waiting on is Ashburn to get out of their huddle so we can get started with this game because they're trying to get started a little early. We're about 5 minutes early. Again, as a reminder for everybody, 13-minute periods, 3 periods, no overtime, at least in the uh, preliminary rounds, and this is game 4 of the preliminary rounds for Ashburn. Ashburn being the only undefeated team so far. So they're in good position to be playing this afternoon at the in the championship game at 2:45 this evening or this afternoon. All right, we are waiting here. All right, Ashburn going to start the way they always do. They're going to start out there with McCormick. McCormick's got Lauterstein and O'Neill with him. And that face-off won by McCormick. He sends it all the way back, picked up here by Lytle. Lytle moving his way across up the boards, sending it out to center. Can't quite get it out. It's held in by Prospect Hockey, but it's taken right back by Ashburn. Now Lauterstein working his way up. Sends it across for O'Neill. O'Neill working in, but offsides at the line was Jake Lauterstein. And we'll have a face-off just outside the prospect zone. 12:37 remaining here as we're just getting underway here with the first period. Now face-off there won by Prospects Hockey as it's dumped in, but it's chased down by Lauterstein. Lauterstein sends it around, looking to try and get it out. Kept in temporarily by Lytle, but he's going to reset it over to Bewley. Bewley now coming in, working, dumps it into the puck. Prospects trying to get it through. Now sending it around behind O'Neill. O'Neill looking. Now back to Lauterstein. Sorry, that's not Lauterstein. That's Bewley down there. Bewley in the corner, working it, sending it to the front for McCormick. His shot saved by the netminder. Another shot blocked out front by the defense. And now behind the net, McCormick into the other side, looking, coming in, takes a shot towards the net and saved by the netminder. Another one. Now O'Neill resetting to Bewley, back over to Lytle. And then down McCormick with the shot, and he misses everything. It goes out of play, and we'll get a face-off inside the prospect zone. 11:32 remaining here in the first period. Power play and prospects tied up at 0. Rutherford in for this face-off now. Rutherford wins that face-off across. He gets it to Minchenko. Now sending down low. Now looking Thomas, Wilder Thomas, resetting. Tried to get it through to his teammate there. And the back it goes. That was Zach Morris over there. Now sending it across. Minchenko, it's kept in at the line. Now tipped off his stick by Rutherford, and it gets out to center. Now working their way across. Here's Cogbill trying to get to it. Rutherford taken out, and he goes hard into the side of the. And now behind the net. Prospects coming through. Shot towards the net. That goes high over. Now down low. Now working their way up. turned over to Prospects hockey. Prospects taking a shot and saved by Max Aister. That's in net for Ashburn today. That face-off won, and we'll get a face-off right below us here. Now Brysinger wins that through to Bellis. Bellis sending it up the boards, gets it up, looking for Bashford. Bashford couldn't quite get a stick on it, and it goes all the way down. That's icing, and we'll do it again from right here below us. Or not. I don't think he knew where he is. Okay, that's not where we're shot from, but that's okay. He gets to choose. That face-off tied up. Now back to the point, working their way up. Now here comes Bashford. Bashford in across center. He dumps it in just on the side of uh, center. Now working their way through, coming across. Now that's dumped down, and that's not icing. Bellis picks it up for Ashburn, sends it back around, picked up by Prospects hockey. Prospects hockey behind the net, looking, sending it towards the net, and knocked down by Prospects. Now sent all the way out. Bashford's not going to get to it, but it goes down the ice, and Ashford's going to go ahead and get a change as Borgenson, forechecking, sends it forward, looking for McCormick, but it gets intercepted by Prospects. Prospects coming in and across the blue line. They're on sides at the line, and now out it goes to center. Now working through, coming across, and it gets down inside the offensive zone. There's no icing. Picked up by Lytle. Lytle dumping it off for Bewley. Bewley taking it. He's being harassed by a Prospects player into the corner. Now he's knocked down. Now McCormick with it. Now sending it across. Looking. O'Neill. O'Neill working his way up. He's got Lauterstein with him. Looking. Centering feet for Lauterstein. Shot. Saved by the netminder. Puck is loose. Couldn't quite get a stick on it. And it's sent all the way down. And that is icing. And we will get a face-off down inside the Prospect zone. We are down to 9:08 remaining here in the first period. Ashburn and Prospects tied up at 0. Now in for the face-off, McCormick. McCormick wins that back to Bewley. Bewley shot towards the net, saved by the netminder. He'll hold on. We'll get a face-off to the right of the Prospect netminder. Now face-off won by Prospect Hockey. And now face-off. Now Prospects coming through, trying to get across. Can't. Looking. Now to the middle. Prospect shot towards the net. Oh, and he can't quite hold on to it as Eister holds that line. Now a shot towards the net. Safe. Oh, and it squeaks through. He didn't see the puck, and it got by, and that puts Prospects Hockey up by 1. So Prospects Hockey taking the early lead here on Ashburn. Now Rutherford winning that faceoff for Ashburn. He sends it across for Morse. Morse to Cogbill. Cogbill can't quite get it into the zone, and it goes all the way down. That is no icing. They're not going to call that one icing. So being picked up behind the net. Now turned over in front, working their way up. Now taken up front. Now towards the net. Now checked up off the play. There is Thomas. Thomas trying to get it out. It finally gets out to center. Being sent off the boards. And they get in just fine. And now Morse with it. Morse looking to break out. And he loses the puck. Has to turn back on it. And now being sent up, Manchenko to Cogbill. Cogbill trying to get it in, but he can't quite get it past the defender. He does get it into the zone, but not with the speed that I think he was hoping for. Now being sent up by Thomas. Thomas misses everybody. No icing. I'm not sure why that was waved off, but they'll take it. Now working their way in. Prospects hockey takes a shot towards the net. Save. Now taken out of the play by Rutherford. Now behind the net. Now Rutherford coming away with it. Rutherford looking, sending it up, and that goes all the way down as he sends it all the way down, trying to get that. Trying to get that. Oh, my camera's got a mind of its own. Um, Trying to get that icing just to get the change. He might have been trying to go off one of the prospects players, but that didn't happen. Now kept in at the line, didn't get out, and now still working their way through. Prospects trying to get out. Now up to the top, shot towards the net. That's blocked out front, and now back comes Brysinger. Brysinger sitting it across, was looking for Bashford, but he could not get to it. Now with it up top. That was Juracek. Juracek took that shot, and the puck gets popped up out of play, and we will get a face-off inside the prospect zone. Sorry about that with the camera, guys. Kind of at a funny angle here. But at least I'm a little higher up than I was last night on this same rink, so. Face-off. One now. Bellis turning his back on it. Now Borgenson behind the net looking for Bashford. Now working their way up. Coming through. Juracek watching the prospects player as he looks and cuts to the middle. Now a shot towards the net and another goal by Prospects Hockey. And Prospects Hockey up 2-0, stunning Ashburn here in the first period. I don't know. Maybe Ashburn might need to get a little caffeine in their system here between the two periods, because this first and second period, because they are not skating very well right now against us. Just a lot of lot of easy movement to the net by Prospects. Now stopped up in along the near side boards, trying to get it in. Now there goes McCormick. McCormick down into the corner, shot towards the net, and it's loose at the side of the net. Working their way up, and it goes all the way down, but that's not going to be far enough for icing. That's picked up by Bewley. Bewley puts on the brakes. Bewley now sending it around, sends it up the boards. Oh, and almost gets to it. Now finally up to McCormick. McCormick has it, coming in, shot, goes wide, and Bewley's going to have to chase this down inside of his own zone. Bewley working his way up, turning to the right, resetting behind his own net. Now another break, and now O'Neill with it. O'Neill checked up off the play, trying to get through, dumped in by O'Neill as he continues to try and get to it. Now set up, and now Rutherford in for this face-off for Ashburn. Rutherford wins that one back, picked up by Cogbill. Now back to Morse. Now over to Machenko. Now he's going to dump it in. Around behind the net. Rutherford giving chase. Machenko there as well, trying to hold the line. Zach Morris. Now he pitches. He gets stuck. And now here they come around, looking towards the net, and another goal. And Ashburn down 3-0. What a stunner here this morning. Hey, somebody out there in RSB land, can you send me a message on there and let me know whether or not you are able to hear me? I am not able to test it, and my audio testing person has not given me a thumbs up or a thumbs down, so I don't know. But if somebody on the messages could just tell me that you can hear me or not. Now working their way across. Here comes Machenko trying to send it down low. Now down to the middle, can't quite get to it now. Thomas holds the line temporarily. Now finally out it comes. Prospects. Now sent back out by Morse. Dumped in. Now Morse picks it up. He's going to work his way out, trying to get it up. He was trying to find Rutherford, and it gets now it finally does make it down to that's saved by Eister. He holds on, and all right, face off here. Sorry about the camera there, guys. That face off by Breisinger sent out of play. Now Breisinger back in for the face off for Ashburn. That face off won by Prospect. Shot towards the net. That goes up over the net. Trying to work its way out. Now sent across. Looking up. Working their way through. Here comes Borgensen. Borgensen moving to the middle. Trying to find something to do. And can't quite get out. Now it's pushed right back out. Picked up. Now towards the net. Shot. Save. Shot. And held on to by the netminder. That was Borgensen down there harassing him with the puck, but he couldn't quite get it past the 5-hole of the netminders. So Ashburn now, line one coming back out. Ashburn really needing something here towards the end of the period to kind of pick them up a little bit. And now face-off one there by McCormick, shot by Lauterstein. It was a hard slap shot. Got the pad of the netminder and got out. Now Lauterstein trying to get it in. Now sent up. Not able to get it out though. And Bewley couldn't get it back in the zone. And now offsides Prospects as they dump it right back in and down around behind the net. Now picked up. That's McCormick. McCormick sending it up. That's intercepted. And now working to the middle, looking, turn, and picked up by Lauterstein. Lauterstein working. And into the zone, looking for O'Neill, but it's picked off by Prospects, and back they come 3-on-2. Now he loses an edge for Prospects, turns it over to McCormick. McCormick looking up, finds O'Neill. O'Neill getting around one, getting around another, looks across for Lauterstein, and defense right there. Now picked up here by Juracek. Juracek sends it in, no icing, and it's going to get down, and they are going to replace. Now Rutherford picking it up, dumps it back across as he's trying to reset. Juracek sending it up the boards to Rutherford. Rutherford working his way up, gets around one, gets around another. He's checked up off the play. He sends it around behind the net to Minchenko. Minchenko trying to get her through. Now looking to the middle, Cogbill. Cogbill now on the far side boards, back down low for Minchenko. Rutherford comes and picks it up, sends it up for Cogbill. Now down low, Cogbill looks behind for Rutherford. Back to Cogbill, shot, and it goes wide. Now Rutherford with the shot, and saved by the netminder on the wraparound attempt by Rutherford, and around becomes Prospects hockey coming into the zone, looking low, centering feed, tipped away by Juracek. Now working their way through. Here comes Prospects. Prospects hockey, sending it across, looking, sent up top, looking at it, misses everything, and that's going to go all the way down. And Ashburn going to change forwards, except for the one that's still out there. Now picked up here. Now McCormick's right back with it. Now a shot towards the net, saved by the netminder. Working their way back out. Sending across, and now McCormick across to O'Neill, back to Lauterstein, shot, and a goal! And that was a big goal necessary for Ashburn, as that is Lauterstein from O'Neill and McCormick, and it is 3-1 Ashburn, and hopefully that'll give them a little bit of momentum as we head into the second period. 50 seconds remaining here in the first, so we still have a little time here in the first period. McCormick back in for this faceoff. That faceoff won by McCormick as he sends it up for Louderstein. Louderstein continuing to move through. Now McCormick picks it up. Down around behind the net, looking shot towards the net and saved. Now it's still loose. Shot, puck is loose and covered up. And no. And now we get a face-off here to the left of the Prospects goalie. Face-off one. Now taken back and working their way up. Thomas working her way up and now dumped in by Prospects hockey. It'll go around behind the net. Thomas looking, picked up by Prospects though. Prospects just winning a lot of the races to the puck and now working her way up. O'Neill sending it up, finds Louderstein. Louderstein's inside the zone, but he loses possession. And unless they get a quick shot off, there's a quick shot and saved by the netminder. It goes off to the far side boards, and that will do it for the first period. So after one period, Ashburn down 3-1 to Prospects hockey. We'll be right back with you here on Rudd Sports Broadcasting in just a moment. All right. We are getting ready for the second period. Again, remember, Ashburn down 3-1 entering the second period here. Ashburn going to start with their first line again. McCormick, Louderstein, and O'Neill. That face-off won by McCormick. He sends it back. He gets it over to Bewley. Bewley sending it across. Looking. He sends it up to O'Neill. O'Neill drops it off for McCormick. McCormick looking across for Louderstein. Couldn't get to it. That's blocked away by the defense. Now up front, Louderstein shot. Another shot, but and almost put away by O'Neill. O'Neill with it down here. And now the net comes off. And we should get a face-off right here inside the prospect zone. Face-off tied up, taken by McCormick, shot, and goes off the pipe and out of play. And we'll get another face-off right here inside the zone. McCormick ties that one up, taken by Prospects hockey. They send it all the way down the ice. Not far enough for icing. Is ice, or it is would have been far enough for icing, but it went on net. Eister plays that one up, and now working her way up to O'Neill. O'Neill dropping it off for McCormick. McCormick working his way through, sends it across for Louderstein. And it's he almost put it away. And then the netminder knocks the net off the moorings yet again when he slid across. Now Rutherford in for this face-off. Line 2 out there for Ashburn. Face-off 1 across to Cogbill. Cogbill sending it back to Bewley, or Bellis, excuse me. Now still trying to work it along the boards. It won't come free. Finally, it does. Rutherford comes away with it. Looking shot towards the net. That goes high over. And Yarachek will pick it up. He sends it across for Rutherford. Rutherford dumping it off for Cogbill. Cogbill working his way in. He comes low. He dumps it off. Can't quite get to it. Now sending it all the way back out. Now sent up Rutherford to Manchenko. Manchenko can't quite handle the pass and working it down low. Now in behind the net, Rutherford. He sends it across looking for Cogbill. Cogbill sends it back down. Tries to get through. And now working their way up. Picked up there. Rutherford. Rutherford jumping on it. Rutherford coming in. Oh no, that's not Rutherford. That's Manchenko. And now sent around. Kept in. Shot towards the net. Couldn't quite. Manchenko working. Manchenko down low. Sends it up top. And defense out across. Now back down low. Now Rutherford with it. He sends it across for Manchenko. Shot save. Puck is loose. Another shot. Oh, just wide. And it comes down into the corner as they work it across, trying to get it out, trying to work it free. I can't tell you who's in the scrum because the railing's in my way, but I know the puck is there. I think that's Rutherford. Nope, that's not Rutherford. Rutherford is back covering for the defense. And that kept in by Juracek. Can't get it out. Finally, they do. That's tipped forward by Rutherford, but so will not be icing. And now back comes Juracek. Juracek working his way out, sending it up. He finds Cogbill. Cogbill dumps it in. Now working across, and they send it all the way down. That will be icing on Prospects. That puck will come all the way back down here to the Prospects end. And with 10-11 remaining, they're in the second period. Ashburn going to have a face-off to the left of the Prospects net. Face-off. Tied up there by Brysinger, finally taken by Prospects. Can't quite get it out. Morse could not knock it down. Now sent across, and out it goes. Borgenson watching his player, can't quite get it out. Now moving down across, sent out, and dumped right back in, but offsides by Prospects, and we will get a face-off to the right. All right, in that first period, just to recap, um, Ashburn had 1 goal on 7 shots. Meanwhile, uh, 3 goals on 6 shots for Prospects hockey. So now working their way through. All right, face-off going to come up just outside the Prospect zone. McCormick in for the face-off here. Nope, sorry, it's Preisinger still. Preisinger in for the face-off. Preisinger ties it up. He tries to get it in, trying to move wide, and arrow put in by Bashford, but it went off sides, and now we will have another face-off back outside. Preisinger back in for the face-off. He sends it in. Finally sent up and out, and picked up by Thomas. Thomas sending it up for Juracek. Juracek to Borgenson. Borgenson working his way into the zone. Working his way across. Shot towards the net. Picked up by Bashford. And Bashford couldn't quite get to it. Now Morse trying to send it in. But he just gets turned over to the Prospects team. Now in it is. He holds the line. At the line it was held. Trying to get it through. Now Brysinger, he misses that puck, and now back comes Prospects hockey coming in deep into the zone, looking wide, cycling the puck across. Now a shot that, or not a shot, that was bouncing. He couldn't quite get the puck on net. Now Borgenson to the middle, couldn't get there. Another shot towards the net that goes wide and goes out of play. It might have gone off a defensive stick. Now sent down. It gets across. Being picked up here. Shot towards the net by Lauterstein. It goes off the side of the cage. Now back behind Prospects Hockey, working his way through. Trying to get across. Now working through, and it gets pumped into the defensive zone for Ashburn as they look to pick it up. Now McCormick coming away with it. McCormick working his way up, coming through, looking up for Lauterstein. That's intercepted. Offside. Oh, not offsides. Onsides, they say. Now it gets out to center. Now looking across, and here's Lauterstein. Lauterstein shoots, and stick of the defender gets to that shot just before it goes from Lauterstein, and that ended up knocking it out of play. So we'll have a face-off to the right of the Prospects net. McCormick's in for this face-off. McCormick sends it back. Now around behind, working. McCormick sending it up. Now to the middle, looking, shot towards the net, blocked away by the defense. Now possible break for Prospects, but checked up off the play by McCormick. Being sent up. Here's O'Neill. O'Neill looking. He finds Lauterstein. Lauterstein finding McCormick, but McCormick loses an edge just as he gets to the puck. Otherwise, he was in alone. And now working. Changing it up. Lytle. Lytle sending it across for Rutherford. Rutherford and his skates to Manchenko, sending it across. Oh, Manchenko tried to hit it to Rutherford for the one-timer, but he couldn't. Now to the middle. Puck is loose. O'Neill's still out there. O'Neill got it bottled up as he looks wide. Now sending it across. Back. And now up. Now Bewley cut off the play. Held in there. Now looking. Manchenko. O'Neill is still out there, even though he's the only one from his line on there. Now a shot by Rutherford that goes just wide. Now looking. Sending it across. Now Rutherford. Rutherford with it. Rutherford loses it. It's sent back across, though. Now down low. Bewley down front. Rutherford almost gets a shot off. Couldn't quite. Now O'Neill still out there. Sent towards the net. Puck loose and covered up by the netminder, and we'll get a face-off here to the left of the Prospects net. Lots of pressure there by Ashburn. Couldn't quite get anything past the netminder. Now Rutherford is out for the face-off. And they're waiting on the goalie. Now face-off won by Rutherford, and Bellis can't hold the line, so having to reset and regroup. Now send up Manchenko. He tried to dump that off for Rutherford, but couldn't. And now finally being sent up, looking across. Now to Rutherford. Rutherford looking across, trying to get to Manchenko. And his feet. He loses it. Now gets to Yarachek. Now being sent up, working their way in. No icing. So being sent up now, Prospects dumps it into the zone. Now behind the net, Bellis. Bellis going to pick it up in the far side corner and push it up the ice as he looks for Cogbill. Now being sent up, Manchenko. Rutherford trying to stay on sides. He does, just barely, and down low it goes. Now around behind the net. Trying to get it down low. Cogbill. Cogbill can't quite get to it. Pushing her way up. Manchenko works the turnover. Picked up by Rutherford. Rutherford working now to the middle. Shot towards the net and saved by the netminder. And we'll get a face-off here inside the Prospect zone. 4:44 remaining here in the second period. Ashburn down 3-1 to Prospects. Preisinger in for this face-off. Face-off won by Prospects Hockey. They try to send it out. That's intercepted by Bashford. He dumps it to the far side corner. Tried to hit Borgensen, I think, but he was interfered with. Couldn't get to it. Shot towards the net. That goes high and over. And now Preisinger gets to the puck, and he's bumped off. And now up back comes Prospects. Prospects coming wide, looking towards the net. Can't quite get to it there. Now down low. Prospects hockey trying to get it back to the front. Loses an edge behind the net. Now back out front. Nothing as prospects continue to work across and now sent up. Working across. Coming through. Can't quite get it out of the zone. And out it goes. And now down behind the net as Morse will pick it up for Ashburn. Morse trying to send it up to Borgensen. Borgensen gets it out. There is too many men on the ice for uh, prospects. No call. Now sent towards the middle, but Breisinger didn't have anybody to the middle, and it's sent out. Now picked up by Morse. Morse all the way back in his own zone as he looks to try and find a way to break out. He sends it up right over to the, and for sure offsides. And so that's got to be intentional offsides. That should for sure be intentional offsides. 3 guys in the zone. Now a shot. So not intentional offsides. Face-off happens outside the zone. Now Lauterstein trying to get to it. McCormick, by the way, was the one that won that face-off. Now sent back low by Lytle. Lytle sends it down low. Prospects gets to it, sends it up. Now back behind, trying to get through. And taken by O'Neill. O'Neill down low. And it gets sent out as it couldn't be held by Bewley. It gets there, no icing. Lytle takes out his man. Now to the middle, tipped up. Now O'Neill. O'Neill over to Lauterstein to McCormick. Back to Lauterstein. And he's checked up off the play. And now down low we go. Lauterstein with it. Lauterstein moving to the middle. Trying to shoot it. Couldn't quite get to it. He sends it back to McCormick. Defense pinch right as he was trying to push it back to him. And back it goes into the Ashburn end. Now Lytle with it. Lytle looking across. He finds O'Neill. O'Neill to McCormick. And he shoots and he misses just wide. Thought that was going to be a goal. Now working across. Shots towards the net. Misses everything. And now Lytle bunches off his guy. And now back it comes McCormick. Nope, that's Lauterstein. Now to McCormick. McCormick working his way in. He's got O'Neill. O'Neill shot. Saved by the netminder. Puck is loose. And saved by the netminder. He covers it up. And it is still 3-1. But an amazing save there by amazing save there by the netminder. Now Rutherford in for this face-off for Ashburn. 1:47 remaining here in the second period. Ashburn still down a couple goals. Now Rutherford ties his man up. That gets over to Cogbill. And now Minchenko. Now into the corner. Minchenko with it. He sends it around behind the net. Looking for it here. And picked up by Prospects. Prospects working their way through. Trying to get through. They are offsides most decidedly, but not going to be called. Now looking up. Back Minchenko to Cogbill. Cogbill gets turned over there. And back it goes. Picked up there by Juracek. Juracek looking. Sending it up for Minchenko. Minchenko dodging one. Now into the corner as they try to send it up. Now back to Juracek. Juracek looking. Sending it up for Minchenko. It's tipped into the zone. It hits the netting. So out of play, and we will get a face-off just outside the prospect zone. Now line one back out there. They look for another quick push. Lauterstein, McCormick, and O'Neill looking. Now McCormick to O'Neill. O'Neill couldn't pull the trigger, and now back down low it goes as he sends it up top. Now Bewley sends it back down around for McCormick. McCormick to a Lauterstein. Lauterstein couldn't pull the trigger on that one. looking, and it hops the stick of Juracek, and they'll have to reset. And I'm sorry, that was Bellis out there. I said Bewley. Bellis with it. Bellis looking around, trying to find a way up. Couldn't quite, and picked up there. Now, Lauterstein with it. Lauterstein, he gets into McCormick, drops it for McCormick. McCormick to Lauterstein. Lauterstein couldn't pull the trigger. Now back low. O'Neal tried to get it over to McCormick. Still down low. Shot towards the net. No one there. And that is it for the second period. So after two, 3-1, Ashburn with 11 shots on goal in that period. Giving them a two-period total of 18. No goals on 11 shots. 1 goal on 7 shots for Ashburn in that last one. In that period, I've got 4 shots on net for Prospects, no goals. So they have a two-period total of 10. 3 goals on 10 shots, while Ashburn has 1 goal on 18. 13 minutes to decide a winner in this one. Again, um, you know, how much this game actually matters, I'm not sure. As far as it goes towards the who is going to make it to the championship this afternoon, but hopefully Ashburn can come back and make a comeback like they did yesterday against Prospects, because they were also down in that game, worked their way back and won it in the last seconds, but really just coming away with, um, winning this third period would be beneficial to getting them where they need to be for the championship game this afternoon. Still waiting a second here, so while we wait, let me remind you about our non-paid sponsor, Till Valhalla Project. The Till Valhalla Project is a veteran-owned, mission-based apparel company specializing in quality products that save veteran lives and honor fallen heroes. At least 20% of net proceeds goes towards funding therapy for struggling veterans and making memorial plaques that are surprise delivered to their families of fallen heroes. So far, their supporters have helped them donate over $1.3 million to fight veteran suicide and honor 72 fallen heroes every month. Nearly 3,000 in total. By supporting them, you help veterans get the mental health care they deserve and ensure no hero goes forgotten. Check out their website at tillvalhallaproject.com. All right, we are back to live action here in the third period. Lauterstein now down below to McCormick. McCormick centering for O'Neal. O'Neal with the shot, and he couldn't get it by. It is saved by the netminder, and he'll hold on. And we'll get a face-off here to the left of the Prospects net. McCormick back in for this face-off. McCormick winning that face-off. No, he didn't. I'm sorry. Prospects wins that face-off. Sent back, trying to get it out of the zone. Prospects hockey trying to get it out of the zone. Can't. O'Neal trying to keep it in the zone. He keeps it in along the far side boards. And now coming away with it. And now there's going to be a roughing call on O'Neal for cross-checking. Because instead of letting that play go, he decided that he was going to retaliate, and that's going to put Ashburn now on the penalty kill. Again, we always say don't want to retaliate. Retaliation is the one that always gets called. Although it was just a hard play along the boards, so he got called for the cross check. All right, now sending it down the ice, McCormick. Again, a minute and a half penalties since these are 13-minute periods. Prospects hockey having to pick it back up. They do as they come in across center, working low, working to the middle, looking to get a shot off. Can't. And Morris loses the edge and takes out his player at the same time. Now chipped out of the zone by McCormick. That's not going to be far enough for icing. No icing. So it's going to be picked up by Prospects as they work their way out. Now coming through. Looking wide. Now Rutherford is going to get called for the trip. Now Rutherford is getting called for the trip. And it was definitely a trip. Uh, so face-off coming up now. Ashburn going to have to fight off a 5-on-3 for the next 43 seconds. Now face-off won by Prospects. That came out, it looked like, but did not get called. Now that definitely came out. Now working their way out. Here comes coming across, looking through, checked up off the play, center cross. Now working its way out of the zone. He goes all the way down. That's going to be icing. No icing. I'm not sure why it's not icing. But okay, we'll take it, I guess. Now working, and that is offsides as McCormick could not get back, and we'll get a face-off here just outside the Ashburn's prospect zone. Still 10 seconds remaining on the penalty to that face-off taken by Lauterstein. He gets it through and working their way back. It comes back into the zone and working their way back out. Gets it out to center. Now Ashburn, first penalty is expired, so we're back to 5-on-4. And we are down to, I don't know how much time is left on the penalty. Because you can't see the middle one. Oh, there's 26 seconds remaining. Puck goes around behind. Now picked up by Bewley. Bewley fighting with a couple Prospects players to get it out. It's down behind. Picked up there by Bewley. Bewley sends it up. He gets it out to center. And now picked up by McCormick. McCormick coming in with Lauterstein. Lauterstein back to McCormick. Shot. Oh, and he misses the net. And the net comes off. 3 seconds remaining on the penalty to Ashburn. To Rutherford. Face-off going to be inside the prospect zone. So they survived the two-man disadvantage. Now Cogbill going to take this face-off so that Rutherford can come straight out to his line and his penalty expires, and out he goes. Now working their way across. Looking wide. Now sent back out to Juracek. Juracek moving his way up. He loses the puck. It's reset. Now trying to send it over to Rutherford. It's Cogbill. Back up it goes. Sending across. Now Juracek sending it up from Manchenko. Rutherford with it. Rutherford coming in. Drops it off for Manchenko. Manchenko tried to drop it right back to Rutherford, but he was looking to go to the net. Now knocked down, but not far enough. That's sent out of the play, and it goes back down. Now Cogbill, and that's sent down. No icing. Back behind. Looking across. Sent up to Manchenko. Manchenko looking towards the net. Towards the net, Manchenko can't get to it there. He's going to send it back down low for Bewley. I'm sorry, not Bewley, for Cogbill. That makes it all the way down, and that is icing, and we will get a face-off. We'll get a face-off down to the right of the net. Now, Preisinger trying to get it away. He cannot. Working her way through. Taken away, though. Hooked around by the prospects team. No call. And now sent up by Bashford. Bashford finds Borgeson. Borgeson shot towards the net. He misses the net, though. Can't hold the line. And back to retrieve it there is Morse. Morse sends it across for Thomas. Thomas back to Morse. Morse sending it up. and it is intercepted by the prospects team. Now sent up, can't get it past the net, the referee. Now, finally, they do get it out. That is offsides at the line, and a face-off should be coming at center ice. Now McCormick in for this face-off. 8:23 remaining in the game. Ashburn still down a couple goals. Ashburn now McCormick wins that over to Lauterstein. Lauterstein coming in. Jake Lauterstein with a shot and missed the goalie, but it does go over the net. So back down. Now being picked up here. McCormick. McCormick with it. He sends it up looking for Lauterstein. He gets it across for O'Neill. O'Neill coming in, shot towards the net, save. Nobody at the net, though, for Ashburn to pick up that rebound. Now to the net, now to McCormick. McCormick looks short side, goes just wide. Now looking wide, trying to get through. 7:46 remaining here in the game. Ashburn still down 3-1. All the scoring in the first period. And that face-off won by McCormick, but he loses his stick in the process, and so picked up by prospects. They send it out, and being picked up by Bewley. Bewley sending it up. I'm sorry, that was Lytle. Lytle sending it up to Bewley. And now offsides. McCormick was just offsides as Lauterson came across with the puck. Now, outside the faceoff dot, Rutherford. Rutherford wins that faceoff over for Minchenko. He dumps it in. And now Rutherford trying to come away with it. Forechecking. Sent up. Prospects gets it out to Juracek. Juracek sends it up as he gets it up to Cogbill. Cogbill looking wide. Moves to the middle. Can't quite get it across. Shot and goes wide. Minchenko can't quite get to it. Kept in by Bellis. Bellis tries to shoot, but it gets blocked away and then sent down by prospects. Juracek going to pick it up here for Ashburn as he works his way up. Dropped by Rutherford. Now he gets it up to Bellis. Bellis working his way through. Bellis checked up off the play. Now behind Minchenko. Minchenko trying to get through. Now Rutherford's going to pinch on that. And he holds the line along the near side boards. Keeps it in. Now Bellis. Oh, Bellis couldn't quite hold the line. He was trying to take the picture. And now working his way out is Bewley. Or Juracek. He's taken down, and that's going to be a tripping call on prospect. So Ashburn going to go to the power play with 6:28 remaining here in the third period and down by 2, and power play going to work itself up. Oh, they're not sure what they're waiting on here. Now McCormick. He's in. He loses that faceoff to prospects, but it gets to Lauterstein as he picks it up. Now looking wide. Bewley. Bewley looking down low. Still looking down low, looking for a place to go with the puck. And coming middle, and he can't quite get it out. Or it does get out as he couldn't quite get it across. Now looking behind. Bewley. Bewley sending it across for McCormick. McCormick working his way up. Coming across McCormick with speed. Looking to the middle. Trying to Get to it there. Now sent back by O'Neill. Now back down low to McCormick. Looking to the middle, trying to get it to someone. Oh, he couldn't quite get it across for Lauterstein. It gets through. Kept in there by O'Neill. Now to the middle. Shot. Oh, and cross-checked into the goalie. Now a shot towards the net. He scores! And goalie is complaining because O'Neill had gotten sent on top of him, but he was sent on top of him because of his defense, and that is why. So now Ashburn makes this one 3-2, and my camera has a mind of its own today, and I don't know why. But we are down to 3-2 with 5:28 remaining here in the third period. So Ashburn still got some work to do over the next 5.5 minutes to tie this thing up. Rutherford wins that faceoff, and then it's taken by Prospect. Prospect takes it right back. Looking to the middle, saved by Eister. It's bounced up. Rutherford tries to kick it out. No one there for him to push it out to. Now Rutherford losing his edge. He checks the puck off as it's down low here. Working. Looking towards the net. Shot goes wide. And now sent towards the net. Saved by Eister. He's going to hold on. And we'll get a faceoff to the right of the Ashburn net. Now Rutherford's in for this faceoff. He wins that one back across to the side. Now it's frozen up along the boards. Finally comes up. It gets out by Cogbill. Cogbill to Manchenko. Manchenko working his way down, trying to get through. He sends it across for Rutherford. Rutherford looks, shot, saved by the netminder, and goes through. Now down low. All three forwards for Ashburn, and they're trying to pry that puck loose. And it gets around behind the net, but nobody on the far side. Now bounces back to Manchenko. Manchenko working his way in, comes in, shoots the puck. No, he doesn't. Cogbill. Nobody wants to shoot the puck. Now down towards the net. Rutherford picks it up behind the net. He looks, sends it back down low for Manchenko. Manchenko back down low. Rutherford's going to get to the puck down in the corner and picked up there by as Cogbill comes away with it, sends it back for Thomas. Thomas not taking the shot. Cogbill checked up off the play and finally sent all the way down the ice by Prospects. That's going to be icing, and we'll get a face-off back inside the Prospect zone. We are down to 3:48 remaining here in the third period. Ashburn down by 1. That face-off taken by McCormick. McCormick trying to send it back. Line 1 is back out there, working a way through, trying to get across. That's dumped in, and now back down low, picked up by Lytle. Now Bewley sending his way up. He sends it up. He finds O'Neill to McCormick. McCormick working his way towards the net. Shot towards the net. Can't score. Now sent all the way down by Prospects. They'll send it down. That's icing, and we'll get a face-off inside the Prospect zone. Now McCormick's in for this face-off. Face-off won by McCormick. Back to Bewley. Bewley's shot is blocked out front, but now Lauterstein, he gets it down low for O'Neill. Back to McCormick, back out front for Lauterstein. He can't get the shot off. Oh, and it just gets wide, but it's dumped back by Bewley to O'Neill in the corner. Now back to Bewley. Bewley looks across Lauterstein. Lauterstein looks, he winds up, he shoots, and it goes. I think that hit a pad and went wide. And now back comes Prospects. Prospects trying to center it across. Can't. Now Lytle. Lytle moving it across. Bewley fighting it. He loses his stick. Still trying to get the puck out of there. And now back comes Lytle. Lytle to Lauterstein. Lauterstein coming in, getting around one. Couldn't get around the last one. Picked up by O'Neill. O'Neill sends a shot towards the net. Not there. Now, another centering feed. can't get through. Puck is still loose. And finally, nope, can't clear it. Picked up by McCormick, back to Bewley. And back comes Prospects. Prospects going to just dump it in. They dump it wide of the net. Now Lytle. Lytle turning it off for Bewley. Bewley going to pick it up. Bewley's hitting it up and finds Borgensen. Borgensen back and offsides with Prospects. And we'll get a face-off here to the just outside the Ashburn zone. We have 1:49 remaining here in the third period. Ashburn still down a goal. Now Breisinger is in for the face-off. And face-off won by Prospects hockey. It goes down around behind the net. Bellis trying to get through. Back up. Now Bashford comes away with it. Bashford to Breisinger. Breisinger working his way through. Coming in. Looking. Shot towards the net. Saved by the netminder. It goes high up over the glass on that save. And line one back out for Ashburn. McCormick, Lauterstein, and so McCormick, Lauterstein, and O'Neill. McCormick's in for the faceoff. He sends that one off to the corner. Saved there by Lytle. Lytle sends it towards the net. Shot. That goes wide. Now working her way out. Coming through. Picked up there by McCormick. McCormick down low. And finally sent out by Prospects. Prospects not able to get there. Run into Bewley. Bewley picks it up. No, Lauterstein picks it up. He gets it off for McCormick. McCormick looking. He sends it across for O'Neill. O'Neill with it. Looking to Lauterstein. Lauterstein shot and goes wide on the save. Now to McCormick shot. And that goes high up over the glass. And now all the way down. Sent and it hits the pipe. And that is icing. And that is icing. That is icing. In case everybody's wondering, that is for sure icing. Now, McCormick setting up. Rutherford going to take the face off here. He wins that back. Sends it across. Shot towards the net. Save. Now trying to get to it now. Saved by McCormick. McCormick shot towards the net. That goes wide. Now looking. Bewley. Shot towards the net. Save. And puck is held on to by the netminder. And we'll get a face-off coming off to the right of the, to the left of the Prospects net. 35 seconds. Ashburn with their goalie pulled. Rutherford in for the face-off. Rutherford ties his man up. Gets it back. Now Prospects picks it up. Can't quite get it out. Rutherford, he tips it away. And they do finally get it out of the zone. Picked up there by Lytle. Lytle going to send it back for McCormick. McCormick working his way wide. Going in. Now running to center. And gets out to center. Now everybody on sides at the line. Lauterstein going deep for O'Neill. Can't quite get to it. Sit down. And that is an empty net goal. And Prospects is going to end up winning this game. As that ends with a 4-2 empty net goal. Ashburn dropping this one. And that's all right because we should have a game at 2:45 this afternoon. Championship game. Ashburn playing. We'll figure out who they're playing against, and then I will go ahead and post that game onto the Rudd Sports Broadcasting page. So stay tuned. 2:45 this afternoon. Ashburn should be playing in the championship game despite this loss. All right. We will see you. Take care of one another out there, and we will be back with you this afternoon. Again, enjoy your Memorial Day, and remember to give thanks for those who have gone before us. This is Rudd Sports Broadcasting signing off. Stay safe out there and take care of one another.